the techniques. Don't blink or you'll miss it. This is a special stage. We're supposed to grab things. We didn't. We grabbed the emerald and that's that. Yeah, that happened. So I'll explain those once we get to some of the longer stages, which isn't until like stage 4 and 5. But yeah, that was an emerald, and that's the reason why we grabbed the emeralds. But yeah, so we have the drop dash, which is a really good technique that we're using. We, of course, have our spin dashes as well. We also have the elemental shields, and of course, we have our buddy Tails with us. And we bring Tails because we do need him for a couple of instances that you will see as we go across the run here. So again, as is with any Sonic game, it is a classic go fast, go to the right-hand side platformer. You'll be seeing a couple of right presses as well. A couple of left presses, a couple of right presses. That was an emerald in 2 seconds, by the way. Also, you heard a little ding noise there. That's my knee hitting a button. The devs left in an unintentional code that allows you to get instant Mach 3 speed. It is legit. If you want to use it, go for it. But be known, it's slower. So we're going to come down here. We're going to do our first boss. We're going to grab the invincibility because, you know, the first boss is always the hardest boss. So we need that little bit of invincibility. And here we go, and we'll see how this goes. Here's our boss. We're going to jump. 1, 2, 3. Going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. The boss is gone just like that. Tails here with us, buddy. We can make Tails fly because we have full control of Tails on a slight delay. He is controlled via our inputs. And again, we will be using him to our advantage. That was the second emerald. Now, into Act 2 here, the nostalgic stages all have a different gimmick on them. Act 1 is the original Act 1 and Act 2 smushed together in some form. Act 2 is the completely new level layout with a new gimmick. The gimmick in this particular stage are burning bridges with the fire shield and the zip lines. Now, the fire shield here, as we know, allows us to do this amazing horizontal fire dash, also protects us from fire and lava. So we'll be using this all the way up to the top right here so we can grab our third emerald. Unfortunately, fire and water don't mix, so goodbye, Fire Shield. It was nice knowing you. We'll see you later on in the run, coming up to Emerald 3, and away we go. This runner commentary is escaping the ionosphere. It does that from time and again. I've been told I talk too much. But don't worry about it, because if we're going fast, Sonic's going fast, and my mouth is going fast as well. Catching Emerald at number 3 right here, taking the inside line there. But if you thought the nostalgia was only for a couple of stages, we got a bit of excitement ahead here. Because we got the boss coming up for Act 2, and tell me if you've seen this boss before. Slight difference between it, though. He ain't got no hitbox on his legs! That means we can just stand under him here, nice and easy, hit his bottom. Sorry, what was the word? Touche. Hit his touche, as was said during the commentary there. And here's our first instance of sending Tails to fly. We are controlling Sonic and Tails at the same time, hitting the capsule early, and away you go. I should probably work as an auctioneer full time. I mean, I would love to do that as a job. It'd be quite fun talking at 70 miles an hour. Anywho, we're coming on to Chemical Plant. So again, Act 1 here is a mix of the original Act 1 and Act 2 merged together as we do. We're going to be taking the top route here because we're going to be grabbing our 4th Chaos Emerald as we come down and round here. Again, fantastic stage remix. And because of your generosity already for the COVID Relief Foundation Direct Relief, we will be getting more of the fantastic music. Again, I cannot thank you all enough for those donations. So coming through, we're going to turn to the right, going to hit off it, going to hold to the left, going to hold to the left, we jump over the little gap and then grabbing the emerald. So the way these special stages work really is you've got to grab the emerald. The emerald has a sphere of influence around it. The moment you're in that sphere of influence, the emerald is considered obtained and the special stage ends. When you grab rings, rings are 1 second of time. So if you grab 1 ring, you get 1 second. You grab 10 rings, you get 10 seconds. The spheres, the blue spheres, are meant to give you speed. The more blue spheres you collect, you go up from Mach 1, Mach 2, Mach 3. However, we don't do any of that. As you can see, we're doing some sort of pseudo-strafe jumping here, where we are maintaining speed as we're jumping, trying not to get hit by mines or anything, because I have messed this stage up. Don't hit the bombs over here. We can hit this thing and get into the sphere of influence here, just like that. So a little bit slower than we intended there, but we still catch the emerald as we know our backups. That's the 5th emerald. There's a reason we grab all the Chaos Emeralds in this run. Even though we are given an extra level at the end of the game, it's so much faster than not having it. But yeah, if we do this kind of pseudo-Quake style, Unreal Tournament style strafe jumping, and as long as we continuously jump, we keep that momentum and we go faster than what Mach 3 does. The downside is, if anytime we hit the ground and we're not Mach 3, the emerald likes to speed up and run away from us. So we need to make sure we time our jumps correctly so we can catch the emerald. And again, you can see here, I'm just doing some little jumps on the loops. These loop jumps help us go really fast, so fast that we go off the screen. Give us a big jump in the air, but we didn't quite get the big jump. So here is damage boost the boss. We are literally just going to take damage from the boss, and we're going to hit him using our invincibility frames. He's covering himself in flubber. I will speak about flubber more in a moment. So 2 more hits there, the boss is gone. And that is us heading into Act 2. So the gimmick of Act 2 here is going to be this flubber-based liquid that you see on the bottom of the screen. Dark blue flubber will damage you. Light blue flubber gives you a little bounce. And green flubber, which is where it gets its name from, will launch you really high in the air. So now we have some green flubber, and up we go. So Chemical Plant Act 2 here is a very vertically based stage. It's also our first cycle-based stage, so there's a set of cycles that I'm trying to make. I need to get up to a certain area by about a 1 minute 18 second time to skip a cycle, and we will see if we can pull that off. Always going down the blue tubes here, because the blue tubes are really important. They take you the quicker way through the stage. This does mean we skip a lot of the stage out because we don't need to see it, really. Mania has a lot of routes through the different levels. I do highly recommend exploring them if you get a chance. But as we're speedrunning, we don't have the time. We gotta go fast. So again, more flubber here. This time we're going down to the left-hand side. Taking intentional damage was off the spikes here. And just away we go. Going left and right and up and down and seeing how far we can go. A sniper, no snipey, because he hides up the top there and you snipe. And he goes through. I'm holding the jump button because when we get knocked out the tube, we bounce off a life box and away we go. Let's see if we can do a little drop dash jump in here straight through, hitting the spike, but also hitting the plunger, which means we're still on the 103 cycle, which is very nice for us. Can we make the 118? This is what we're looking for. We're at 111. We gotta wait until this platform comes down. We look like we're gonna make the 118, which is nice. Sniper, no snipers again. Here's our 118 cycle. You want to make sure you're not late because you will get squished, and getting squished is very bad. Taking us up to Emerald 6, which is, in my opinion, one of the hardest emeralds yet. So we're going to see if we can do this. We're going to jump and we want to bounce off the platform. We didn't bounce off the platform, so I'm going to take it super safe now and not hit these. And we're going to just catch it round the corner, because if you get hit by mines, you lose 10 seconds of time. Run out of time, you're out of the special stage and you have to find a backup ring. Thankfully, we don't have to do that and we are all good. And that is emerald number 6. We will get our last emerald in Studiopolis. But before that, we do have Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt-Inducing Puyo Machine. Love this as a casual boss fight. It's such an amazing reference. But in a speedrun, I apologize in advance to anybody who are puzzle platformer fans. I am not a good puzzle gamer. So let's see how well this goes. I want to do the match 4. I want to have a combo. We're going to go with green. See if green was the correct choice here. Doesn't look like it so far, but it's still early in the day. I need a purple green. That is going to be a good there for the yellow green. We need a purple green game. That is a red. We do not want some red. There's some more greens though, which is really important for us here. That's a red green again. Not what we're looking for. I'm getting a lot of junk pieces at the moment, which is not grand. I'm going to drop the purple there. We're going to take the red as well. That's the green. Can we get any other colors on the go here? It doesn't appear to be going the way we want it. So we're just going to take the drop right now and see what we get. We're going to get a 2-drop combo there. Add the third one on just slightly later, but it's still better than nothing. Going to see if we can just trigger ourselves a few green into the reds. That would be nice. So I can get away with this right now. I'm going to just drop that down and see what this leads us to, because that should lead us... I need a purple game. There's our purple. All right, this will give us another trouble. Double into a triple, maybe? Not quite the triple. He's gone anyway, but there you go. That was fine. I wasn't paying attention to his side of the corner. Why would we do that? All right, so that is Chemical Plant completed. And now we are coming up to our first in the original levels. This was actually the stage that was pitched to Sonic Team when they were first developing Sonic Mania. It is Studiopolis. Get your lights, camera at the ready, action, because here we go. Again, more loop jumps and just jumps here. This stage is filled with very, very many bouncy things, between bouncy balls and bouncy springs and lots of bumpers. You want to try and get through the cycles with no problem, and we go through. Double jump over here, big jump again, into a drop dash, into another drop dash, straight over, missing all the bouncy snaps because we don't need any of them. We're going to head straight over into emerald number 7. Right there, you can see the big ring. We're going to just slow down. We're going to stop and head back on ourselves and jump over. Nice and easy. Let's see if we can grab emerald number 7 quickly as well. So to the left, bounce off the bumper, take it to the right, hold it to the right until we switch it back to the left, and then we navigate between the left and right here. I've already slowed down, so I'm going to take it safe. You see there, unfortunately, my speed diminished because I stayed on the ground too long, but it's fine because we can take the racing line. If we just cut the corner, we run right into the emerald. Bam. And that is all 7 emeralds obtained, which means we can now transform in a supersonic, and any other big rings that we get will immediately give us 50 rings. We will be using that to our advantage throughout the run. And thanks to your generous donations, there will be no supersonic music, so we will get to enjoy the Studiopolis music to its full. So 45 rings, which means the last 5 rings are down here. We transform immediately. What? No music? Feels good. I'm very, very happy that the developers added the ability to turn off the super music in the Mania Plus update. Very nice gesture from them. It is much appreciated. And now we are coming to the boss of Studiopolis 1. This is Heavy Gunner. Now, Heavy Gunner is going to fire 3 missiles at us. Top, middle, bottom, aka 1, 2, 3. We want as many ones as we can get. We want as many ones as we can get. There's the one there. Unfortunately, Tails is not going to be able to help us now. He is currently stuck between a rock and a hard place. Quite literally, he's stuck between 2 walls at the moment. We'll see if he can despawn and come and give us a hand. He just died, so we'll see if he comes down in time. The question is, will he do a magician? Yep, there he goes. He disappeared again. Let's see if it'll happen a second time. Yo, Tails, you okay, buddy? Nope, he's gone. That's a 2 on a missile, by the way. Right, Tails, you gonna land with us? Come on, buddy. Nope, he's gone again. All right, fair enough. So we'll let Tails land now. He can come and join in the fun. What's happening there is this level is consistently looping on us with transition points. And anytime you hit a transition point, Tails will automatically despawn and try and fly back in again. But we brought him back so he can join us in the fun here. This is a one which is really good. So we're going to jump back so we hit the transition point really quickly. We're going to fly with Tails and then see if Tails will allow us to take the top route. Magical Tails the wizard can disappear. We do get the top route there, which is nice. Can we get a 1-2-1-2? That would be a nice pattern. Or are we going to get one of those elusive 3s that we never want to see? Hey, we got a 1-2-1-2. I cannot say no. I'll take that any day. Heavy Gunner abandoning ship, using the jetpack, and away it goes. So now we're going to head towards the end of the level. I'm deliberately slowing down as I pass the sign there. That way it doesn't fly off in the air. The faster you pass one of the end of level signs, the higher it flies up. And the downside is that wastes time. So Studiopolis Act 2 here, you can see that we are carrying over the lightning shield from the first level there. We are going to use this to our advantage. It will, of course, magnetize any rings to us, and it also gives us a double jump. Now, the downside to any of the elemental shields is that, unfortunately, the elemental shield special power does overwrite the drop dash, so we cannot drop dash at the moment. But that's not a problem, because what we can do is we can just transform. And Supersonic with a lightning shield is OP. Because it means all the rings will magnetize to us, and I don't have to worry about dying unless I get squished or happen to fall into a kill plane. Thankfully, there are no kill planes that I can fall into in this stage, but I can get crushed. I think. Let's hope it doesn't happen. So we're just going to run up here, because Supersonic's increased speed will allow us to run pretty much straight up vertical walls there. And also, of course, Supersonic is invincible. He gets increased speed and gets increased jump height. What's not to love? Oh, get the jump up there, straight into the drop dash again, straight over, holding left as we jump off the wall there, just to make sure we don't go flying high into the sky. Getting a not bad funnel there. Funnels are quite random. You can get an instant funnel, which means you fall straight through it, which is wonderful. But unfortunately, none for us today. But what we will get is we'll get some swanky loop jumps. 1, 2. Speed to the boss. Leaving Tails over in the corner there. Another good thing about this game and Supersonic is that when Tails is grabbing Supersonic, he's invincible as well. So we're just going to swaggly fly backwards here. Not doing any of this boss at all. And if you listen carefully, that's a wonderful noise in the background. That number there, 072216, 22nd of the 7th, 2016. This noise plagued the stream of the of Sonic Mania, and it's been memorialized in this game for some reason. But now we are on another stage. It is, of course, flying battery. We do have kill planes in this one, so I'm going to be super careful, as well as trying to make a cycle on this stage. I want to try and make a 49 cycle. Let's see if we've done this properly. Oh, the double flame jump straight over the death pit there, because if you don't do it right, you fall down, and we don't want to do that. Thankfully, however, I can keep my speed and we can get over those areas with no problem. Getting round and down, I'm going to grab enough range to transform into a super, which we will do before we hit the top there. Might be sending back down there, which is not too great, but not terrible. Extra feature with the lightning shield, of course, is that anytime there are magnets above you, you will now magnetize to them. Definitely not going to be making the 49 cycle though here, but that's not a problem because I should be able to make the 53 instead. So wait for the 49 come up. Let's see if we get the swag run straight through up before the 43. There we go. And I meant 53, not 43. Woohoo! So we're going to hit the bottom, take the top route here because even though we're waiting on missiles, it is technically faster as long as Tails doesn't eat them. You don't want Tails to eat the missiles because then you got to wait on another set, which is never a good thing. We should still make the checkpoint about a 1:19 time. And we'll see if Tails can join us for the boss or if we're too fast. Looks like we might be too fast. Has he despawned? Yes, he has. So we're just going to have to jump into the boss instead of using Tails because Tails ain't here in time. Oh, there he is. You're a bit late there, buddy. So we're just going to use the jumps instead. And directly below us, you can see the theme of the next level, which of course is trash. So a lot of junk here, a lot of trash. This is the theme of the next stage. We will press start to skip the screen. This does, however, mean that we will lose the lightning shield, but that is not a problem, for I can use that to our advantage and just grab another one in this level. So we're going to be taking the bottom route here. Normally in Sonic games, the top route is the best route. However, Mania has changed that formula up ever so slightly. There are different paths throughout each of the stages, and we've routed each stage individually, not assuming that the top route is the best route. So the bottom route here is best for us because it gives us the ability to go supersonic straight away. And if you do land on the trash back in that big ring room, you will fall down and die, so don't land on the trash. And we're going to use this to grab our second lightning shield of the game, which is right there. Hello! And we're going to use this to our advantage. We're going to skip this entire section by just using the height of supersonic. Accidentally donking on one of the little mines there. Mine? And we're just going to head to the area using the magnet to our... Come on, magnet. Yes. We are glorious right now. We're going to be trying a glitch as well. Why not try it? It is a speedrun marathon after all. We're going to despawn by using this bonus stage. As we need to use the lightning shield to do a double jump, we are going to attempt to despawn the kill plate. The boss of this stage is in its own infinitely looping vertical area. We're going to see if we can use Tails to hit the capsule that's above the boss arena without doing the boss. I get one attempt at this, or we die. And let's see how this goes. And it will be amazing if we get it. But let's not worry if we don't. Where is Tails? Has Tails despawned? I hope he has. He's not. He's down there. Let's get Tails flying to join us. There he is. Come on, buddy. In you come. Right. Let's see if we can do this properly. Jump. Land on the spring. Jump off with Tails. I'm dead. Unfortunately, we died there. I timed the jump too early. Preemptive jump there. A little bit early. No boss skip for us, I'm afraid. So we're just going to have to do the boss normally. However, our backup is fine. We have enough rings there that we can get supersonic again. We tried to get it. Unfortunately, we failed. But alas, it's not a problem. As I said, we can just grab all the rings here and away we go. The checkpoint was fairly close to the area. There is no other lightning shield. Otherwise, we'd be able to give it another attempt. Until we get past the spring that we can't get back from. And yeah, you get the idea. The downside of that spring is that it prevents movement, which means we can't get through it. So instead, you get to see Argick. This is technically Eggman upside down in a robot that is invincible and we have to hit into spikes. But if you look at it closely, it looks like Eggman's niece. Does Eggman have a niece? Who knows? I like to think he does now. So we're just hitting the boss into spikes there. Going to get double hits with the boss staying in the hitbox a little bit too long for his vulnerability frames. And finishing the boss in 2 cycles. So now, with Flying Battery complete, we are going to head over into Press Garden. Press Garden is the next unique stage, the next new stage for Sonic Mania here. We're going to try and get the legendary Zero Cycle. We always thought that the cycle that we got was the quickest, and then Clarice managed to get an even quicker one. And it's really amazing, but it's also stupidly precise. So the inputs here are very, very important. Anytime you donk on something and stop means you run the risk of not making the cycle. You need to get there by about 24 seconds as the boxes despawn at 26. We're going to see what we can get here. Let's see if we get a good jump on here to try and get over. Didn't quite make it. It looks like we're going to be getting the standard cycle, unfortunately, as the boxes are gone. They'll respawn at 29. Yeah, so standard 1 cycle for us there. And this is, of course, his printing press, where he prints all the fake news that we know about. Another very vertically based stage here. Lots of bouncy panels that we're using to our advantage. And lots of squishy things, too. You don't want to stay on those platforms too long, because there's a top and a bottom. And you don't want to get hit by the top. The top is not good. So we're going to try and get ourselves a pretty much almost vertical drop dash here. We'll see if we can pull it off. So we're going to run here, we're going to jump, and then we're going to do a big jump and a drop dash straight up the wall, almost vertical there. Grabbing a fire shield, which we will use in Act 2 here. And there's a very important part coming up to this stage. I'm going to need you all to prepare any waving emotes or high emotes that you have, because there's a caretaker for this area, and unfortunately, we have to beat it up. But it introduces itself by waving to us. So everybody, wave to the boss. Hi, boss. So wave to the boss, and then we're going to Doomsday Zone swag strat, kill this guy. It's away. Goodbye, boss. It was nice knowing you, my friend. And then we're going to position ourselves, and we're going to face the left-hand side here, because watch the cutscene as we play it through. Sonic's got a bit of swag for us all. Aw, yeah. Backwards running swag. So the reason we take the fire shield here is because we will be using this to completely bypass this first section of the game. They are supposed to be freezing us and getting turned into a giant ice cube. We don't need to do any of that. It's fine. Fire shield negates that entire section, allowing us to speed it up. I want to try and get 50 rings by the time I get up to this section just here. So I'm going to grab the 2 rings that come off that. As there's 3 rings up here, we drop dash, we get the 10 ring box, and we transform into Supersonic. Now that we are supersonic, the fire will not activate and we can be frozen again. And we want to get frozen here because we're going to use this ice block to break another ice block. Sonic doesn't appear to be too happy at that. So once we get in here, we then just use the icicles to jump our way up the top here, getting onto the springs that are hidden in the trees, heading straight to Heavy Shinobi, where we get to play a wonderful game of who has the bigger hitbox. Hint, the answer is me. So you just want to stand exactly where Heavy Shinobi is going to land. Heavy Shinobi will, of course, freeze you. But 2 hits and done. And the boss and stage is done within a minute. Then we jump, we hold left, we land in the capsule. Easy every time. And that was, of course, Press Garden. Now, using the power of the Phantom Ruby here, we are going to end up inside Little Planet. We are back at Stardust Speedway with the chillest music you ever did here. It is so chill here. And we get a little bit of light show with these light bugs coming around all the stage as well. We can do some big jumps too, straight up landing into the spring areas, launching ourselves and coming down. Straight jumps. Woo! Straight through, up and round. Now we got to be very careful because coming up in this stage is the infamous spike room. Spike platform room is not a good room. We want to make sure we don't get hit by the spike platforms. You can see them there. Gotta be super careful. Dodging everything in that room. The little armadillos will knock you back if you get donked. So you don't want to get donked by them. Grabbing as many rings as we can. Immediately transforming into Supersonic while we have the chance. Let's see what cycle we're on here. Oh, straight up. Can we get the big jump? Let's find out. Big jump through. Straight in. Oh, what a smooth jump over those sets of platforms there. Gotta love it when a stage is really nice. Down we go. Up, through, and round. In. Straight up. Getting to the boss before a minute. And bam. What's the boss? It's a giant lightning bug. So we are going through and round here, grabbing ourselves 2 of the minis. Once these 2 are destroyed, the big one will come back. We're going to get our last 4 hits, and we're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam. And that, of course, is the stage as well. I'm seeing Shasta in the chat there posting up about the incentives. Again, do please keep your donations coming in towards incentives. Every incentive that we have available is amazing and great fun. You don't want to miss that Super Monkey Ball. Honestly, it's a phenomenal run. Do please keep your donations coming in. They are much appreciated. And now this stage is, of course, Stardust Speedway Act 2. It's the stage that effectively plays itself as of, well, I'll tell you when. Because I got to do 1 jump here, let the game take over. Jump over the missile, and now the game's just going to play itself for about 30 seconds. You alright, game? Sweet, let's go. Big jump over the end there. Oh, not quite. I'm going to transform for safety reasons. Because down there is a death pit, and I don't want to hit the spring, because the spring sends us back, and away we go. And now we are coming into the Metal Sonic boss fight here. So the Metal Sonic boss fight is split up into 3 phases. We're going to do a running phase, then a Metal Sonic phase, and then a Metal Sonic Kai phase. There is a skip that we can do here. However, in practice, I've been failing this a lot recently. I'm blaming my controller for it. Yes, I have an excuse. Boo. So rather than risk the marathon run, I'm going to just take this one super safe since we already failed Flying Barry. You can see we're keeping up with Metal Sonic there. Come on, buddy. Time to get in the machine. Get in the hole, buddy. Where are you? I swear he'll come back eventually. There he is. Hiya. What is he doing? All right, so we want to run into Silver Sonic here. Spin into him. Gonna hopefully run into him again. Can we make it 3 for 3? Come on, game. You wasted enough time by doing that. Thank you for the 3 for 3. RNG in our favor on this boss at least. The question is 15 rings enough to do the next section? I hope it is. I haven't actually tested. Thankfully, we get a lot of rings here, so 25 should be okay. I'm taking it super safe because if I try and do this boss as standard Sonic, it's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. So Metal Sonic Kai here, we just need to stand and hit where the Phantom Ruby is currently situated. You can see Tails there doing a wonderful reenactment of how I do this boss if I'm standard Sonic. I jump in, I get ahead, I get pushed over to the left-hand side of the screen and I die. So that's why we're taking it a little bit safe there. And now we're going to head over into Hydro City. Or is it Hydro City? I'm not sure. Everybody seems to argue. It's Hydro City, god dang it. So we're coming into Hydro City here. Hydro City is one of the more dangerous levels in the game. And you wouldn't think so. But the reason for that is because we take a mixture of the top route, middle route, and the bottom route in this stage, missing every single checkpoint as we play. So we're going to come around, starting on the top route here. And we're going to just jump our way up, do a drop dash straight over, missing out the handrails, straight through the enemy, jumping down towards the middle route here. And then from the middle route, we're going to spin dash tap 5 times, miss the wall, grab the lever, and from the lever, we're going to head back up to the top route. So here comes the top route again, and then we're going to casually clip through the ground, about now, to go back into the middle route. And then from the middle route, it takes us down into the bottom route, because this level geometry is wacky. Now, the downside is we've missed every single checkpoint so far, and there's a set of blocks coming up that are on a cycle. Specifically, they're on a 1-minute cycle. Thankfully, we've got plenty of time here. I'm not even going to try and jump in there, because knowing my luck, I'd get stuck up there beside that middle block, and that middle block would squish me. So we ain't doing any of that, and this game is now going to take us back right up to the top area here, straight towards where the boss is. We're going to run, we're going to land on the platform, we're going to just hold left again, casually clip through the ground because we can, and run down to where the boss is. And then finally, hitting a checkpoint. But it's right at the boss anyway. Huh? What is this? And here's what you didn't want to see today. Eggman in his swimsuit. Mr. Eggman in his swimsuit. Boom, boom. Blowing away the supports of this area. It's now a callback to Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth, of course, being everybody's favorite water level in Sonic 1. And if you like nostalgic throwbacks, well, we got an even better one here. This was an amazing moment when I first discovered it. We get to play the reverse Sonic 3 fight. Never leave your Eggmobiles unattended, or random hedgehogs may decide to come and commandeer them for a bit. So this boss, Eggman, is dropping the bombs for us. Of course, what we need to do is we need to just suck him up the fans, and he'll take damage every time he does it. Turns out his swimsuit ain't that sturdy, because after 4 hits of this, his swimsuit blows up. Not entirely sure how the rubber blows up, but I don't question video game logic. So we're going to go through, we're going to keep the bubble shield here. The bubble shield, of course, is the final of the elemental shields. We get a wonderful little bubble bounce that allows us to do a slightly higher jump than normal. We're going to be using this for the triple bubble bounce in a second here. Let's see if we can pull this off. Triple bubble bounce, can we do it? 1, 2, 3. It's the triple bubble bounce. Woohoo! And there you go. So now, unfortunately, we do have to lose the bubble shield. But before we do, the last thing that the bubble bounce does, of course, does allow you to breathe in water. So Supersonic with the bubble shield means that he cannot drown. And we will be using that to our full advantage for this boss fight that's coming up. We're going to drop dash straight through this guy. There is exactly 53 rings between now and the first checkpoint. We are going to grab all 53. And it's going to be amazing because that does, of course, mean Supersonic. And again, who loves this banger of a stage? This stage soundtrack is on point. So this stage has a lot of infinity loops on it. They want you to go from the bottom left, from the top left to the bottom right, then from the top right to the bottom left. We ain't going to do none of that. Casually just jumping back to where the transition point in the level is, just to allow us to skip that first section of the infinity track, or the Mobius loop, depending on what you want to call it. We're then going to do the exact same at the second section that's coming up here. What we're going to do is going to jump up the top route, grab a bubble shield, big jump over, landing on the section. And then as we run straight down again, sending us down to the bottom, we're just going to say, nah, casually clip through the ground, skipping that entire section of the level. And away we go straight up to the boss fight. Right round. In we go. And we got the boss coming up next. Now, thankfully, this boss, it teaches you exactly what you need to do with this boss. You get knocked away by the fan. You can't get close to the boss, but that's fine, because the boss has laying mines. And then these mines will hit the boss. But we're supersonic. We're invincible. So we can also hit the boss, because we can use these spikes to push ourselves to the boss. And instead of us taking damage, he will take the damage, and it's great. So that is the quick cycle of that boss done, but there is a part 2 coming up, and this is where we need our buddy Tails. Yo, Tails, we're going to need you. If you start flying with us, we can hold on using the invincibility. Together, we can do it. We can show the world what we can do. He is next to me, and I'm next to him, and we are coming in to Mirage Saloon. So I am going to be quiet for the next couple of minutes, and I'm going to let the wonderful Crunchy Legs take over with some donations and whatever else he'd like to say.
How am I supposed to follow that up, Argick? You've been killing it out here. But I do have some things I could definitely say. We have $20 from Tiny Tim, who says, "Hey all, had to donate to an amazing cause. A big shout out to all the Calithon organizers, staff, and runners, and also a massive good luck to my amazing friend Argick on his Sonic Mania run. Love you all. Cheers." And then we also have $50 from It's a Geiger. Always happy to help a good cause. Also, let's meet that incentive. Speaking of incentive, yes, we do in fact still have that Super Monkey Ball Expert any % bonus run floating around here. It is currently at 155 of 200. All y'all have just been so generous and been moving that one forward. We've got, looks like about an hour left on that one to hit 45. I think that is 100% doable. I think it's 100% doable by the end of this run. No question in my mind we can do that one. And also, if that's not so much of your thing, you can always still continue to vote for which monkey you want to see Helix use in Super Monkey Ball. Gon still in the lead at 26, Baby still in second at 20. If you're a fan of one of the other two, well, they need a little bit more love, so you know what you have to do. We also have $10 from Juho. Greetings from Singapore. So glad to be running a game in this awesome Californian marathon. Good luck and have fun to the runners, and let's help the people in need for COVID-19. Because that's right, this is in fact Calithon presents COVID relief, raising money for direct relief as they donate resources to help out all the folks providing care and all the facilities that are working to help treat those who are struggling with or infected with COVID-19.
Yeah. All right, so we are casually going to do a glitch now. I have transformed while the game is moving to the left. The game should now be very confused unless I've done it a little bit too early, but we'll find out. Oh, I did it too early. It feels bad. So we get to see the train section. Not a problem. In theory, what I was supposed to do was transform as we were moving towards the left-hand side there, and the game will completely skip the train section by allowing me to hit the checkpoint and then immediately killing me. However, this does mean that for the first time ever, Arg might finish a deathless run of Sonic Mania. What is this madness? I haven't died yet, right? Can someone correct me? I don't think I've died yet. I think we're good. But this boss here is the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar will do 3 different patterns. I'll either do a triple hit like that, which is what we are looking for, or he'll move over to the left and right side of the screen. This is to the left. We get a double hit, or he can jump a single time. I just want this guy not to go back to the left-hand side of the screen. What is this? That's free time loss there, buddy. What was that? What did I do to you? Oh, no. I did die when I failed flying battery boss skip. No! I forgot the trick. Feels bad. Well, maybe one day we'll get a deathless run, but not today. Ah, well, there you go. Not a problem, though, because that death doesn't actually cost us any time whatsoever. And now we have Tails in Mirage Saloon coming with us, and this is why we bring him to us, because we're going to need to do some ice cream strats. And you'll see what I mean by ice cream strats in a couple of minutes, because Mirage still in here. Nice, easy stage. We grab Super at the very start, and we just get to enjoy the swag sax music going on here as we navigate through the gun stages, through the water. Remember, stay hydrated, and navigate our way through all the bumpy things that is coming up. It's such a chill stage, but we want to use Tails to our advantage here. So jumping over the stools that we've got, Tails is going to start respawning very soon. We want him to come with us because we're going to get him some ice cream. All right, Tails, come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, he's already fallen in. Let's see what he does then. Yo, Tails, you good? Maybe he's going without the ice cream. He went without ice cream. What an amazing guy. Normally, we line Tails up with the ice cream there, give him some ice cream, send him down into the boss room, but because the camera lock never activates, Tails can spin dash. Once we jump at the ice cream, he hits the capsule for us, skipping the boss. But Tails being a bro and saying, you know what? I'll go without the ice cream this time. We'll save the ice cream for another time. So that skips the boss, and we come into Oil Ocean here. Fire Shield once again making an appearance, this time with an added bonus feature. If you step on the oil with a Fire Shield, it sets the entire place ablaze. So now that we've got Supersonic very early by grabbing a bonus ring up there, we're going to just take the top route. Using Supersonic's increased jump height, it allows us to navigate the stage a lot quicker than we would with Tails. Again, timing our drop dashes, trying to see what cycles we get. I'm going to make the top cycle this time, so we're going to go up the top to immediately slow down, fall down the bottom, and land on a drop dash. And then we just jump, we run straight down the slide, up and in. Probably going to get to the boss, coming around the 53-second mark. If you have any You Tried stickers or You Tried emotes, do please put them in chat, because here's Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder, he can fix it, but unfortunately, Eggman sent us to beat him up, and he's not even going to get any attacks off here. Poor Bob the Builder. Feels bad. So here we go, we come in, and we're going to position ourselves here just at this little pipe area, because you see the smog on the screen? This is the gimmick for Act 2. This smog is meant to disappear and then will reappear and start draining rings. However, due to our positioning, we missed the lever that's supposed to trigger the beginning of this, so the smog will stay on the screen forever for us. This means that the ring drain system never actually comes into effect, and we can just advance through the level like nothing ever happened. So again, using the Fire Shield here, we're just going to blast our way through the level, taking the top route through the stage here as we're going to grab as many rings as we can as we go through, trying to dodge the spiky boys. We don't like the spiky boys. Spiky boys do a little bit of damage, and we lose our shield, which we don't want to lose. So we're going to keep a hold of this. We can now transform it into Supersonic. And then we're going to use Tails to our advantage again. This is another reason we bring Tails. Now, this game has foreground and background layers. We are currently on the foreground layer. But if I stand over this area, I'm in the background. If we fly with Tails, we're now in the foreground. But Tails is in the background because he was off screen. So if we grab Tails, we're now in the background. So because we're in the background, the level doesn't know what to do with us right now, and we're currently just falling through the world, falling through all the solid blocks and the objects and everything else, and we're still technically in the background now. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Tails again, while being in the background, to hopefully just casually go through the wall that's in the foreground. But because we're in the background, we don't interact with it, and we're flying over where the boss is supposed to be. And we line ourselves up, we snipe the thing, and we skip the boss. So for whatever reason, the developers designed the game in such a way where Tails gets the priority instead of Sonic. Don't understand entirely why it works like that, but we use it to our advantage, and it's amazing. The downside is we do have to die there to transition into the next stage. We don't have any control because we didn't finish the game, so the cutscene doesn't technically start properly. And we now come into my favorite zone. It is Lava Beef. Yes, it's not Lava Reef, it's Lava Beef, because Arg once splits for Sonic Mania, and instead of spelling Lava Reef, spelled Lava Beef, and Lava Beef is a thing ever since then. My chat's weird. I love them, but they're weird. We also have Lunch Base if you play Sonic 3, so if you have any other food-related puns based on any Sonic levels, I'd love to hear them. Even better if you only change one letter in the name. Does this work in Sonic Mania Plus? This does work in Sonic Mania Plus. I am playing Sonic Mania Plus. The speedruns of this game for all characters are done on the latest patch of the game. Now, you don't actually have to buy the DLC to be on the latest patch. The Mania DLC only unlocks Encore Mode, Mighty, and Ray. So if you have Sonic Mania, but you don't have Mania Plus, you are still on the correct patch. You just can't play any of the extra characters. We've got Flying Buttery Zone. We've got Nice Bap Zone. We got all these food names. And yeah, the soundtrack for this stage is phenomenal. Not much to explain on this one, other than this hopefully swag jump straight up the stairs there. Oh, yeah. Isn't that the best jump you ever did see? I love that jump. Favorite in the game right there. Mystic Ruins instead of Mystic Ruins. Dang, that's a great one. Mystic Ruins is my favorite level in Sonic 2. But yeah, Sonic Lava Beef here, not a particularly technical stage. It's just a lot of smooth jumping and drop dashing. Nothing too much to worry about. So much though that we're actually almost at the end already. And here's the boss. The boss of which has super armor right now, so we can't actually hit it. Grain Hill works nicely. And we are going through in this one. So once it hits the lava for the second time, the super armor is removed from the area and we can hit the boss, which is amazing. And away we go. I messed up my Mystic Cave and my Mystic Ruins, didn't I? Either way, they're both Mystic. So we're going to do an awesome little glitch here because it's a marathon, and why don't you show off swag strats in a marathon? We're going to let this cutscene half play as it dims the stage. Now watch the amazing effect that's about to happen. And then once the stage transitions, suddenly Lava Reef 2 is in perpetual darkness. And we get the amazing crystal effect lighting up the stage, effectively guiding our way. It is so good. So we've got one last little trick coming up in this stage. It is the only way we can zip in the game. Now, the reason this game doesn't have any zips like the classic Sonic games is because the developers have made it so if you are stuck in an area that you are not supposed to be in, the only way you can move is up. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this box to move up, transform, get pushed into the wall, and then jump above this block area that we're not supposed to get past. You do not have any horizontal movement whatsoever. So level wraps or level skips that you see in other Sonic games are not possible in Mania mode. In Encore mode, they are, using a different specific version of a glitch, but that is for an Encore mode run. So while we're casually going through this, I'm going to hand it back to CrunchyLex with some more incentives and donations.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We do, in fact, have a little bit of both. We've got $10 from Carter Free, who says, let's kick COVID-19's tush by going as fast as possible. I am genuinely surprised that word did not get censored. Using tush. This is a family stream. Dang it. And we also have $75 from Halfkey. Let's see that Super Monkey Ball bonus run. Yes, indeed. Super Monkey Ball bonus run currently sitting at $160.50 of 200. That's a little bit under $40 to go. Still, I still believe we can hit this one by the end of this run. That one is super cool. I've actually seen that one. You don't want to miss that one. And that, whoops, that was a boss. Was I supposed to not?
No, you're good,
that?
man. No, you're all good. You're all good. That wasn't indeed a boss. That was Heavy Rider. 8 hits because you're invincible, and that boss is a snap. So we are coming into Metallic Madness now. If you are ready, this is anime. And you'll find out why when the stage goes on. The only thing you need to know about this stage, it is a lot of precise jumps and precise platforming. If you ever fall down at the bottom section of this, just restart the stage. It's faster. This is anime. This is anime. With a good rap added on too. You can all thank Grimmy Hunter for this. He came into my stream one day and just went, have you heard anime? Showed me this stage and now I can't unhear it. This is anime. Again, Casual just headbanging to the tune there while we wait for the cycle to be on our side. Trying not to get hit here as I do want to grab the hit. There you go. Bam. Straight through. In we go. Going to top right up here because we can. Hit the red spring. Don't bash your head off the top. And then, of course, we are coming through and we're going to see Supersonic's favorite boss. I know Supersonic's in the chat here. I'm seeing you all in chat. I'm glad you're all enjoying the run. It is good fun. And we're going to come through here and bam. Yo, Focus Side, I see you do, buddy. Hey, look, it's Sonic 1 boss, but this time he's got a 5th piston. It doesn't really matter, though, because it's the exact same boss. Anytime he comes down in a piston, hit it and see what happens. So the first 4 hits here, we just got to see where he's coming out. Make sure we hit him. Don't get squished like Tails is doing, and away you go. Are there any significant differences on glitches depending on what system we're playing on? No, the glitches are all the same on all the versions of the game as far as we are aware. We don't even believe that there are many loading time differences either due to how quickly the game can load. So if you have it on any console, go ahead, go nuts, try your luck. There are tutorials available. You can join us in the Sonic Speedrun Discord. We do have a Mania channel. All the runners for all the characters are more than happy to help out if you need any help or have any questions. So again, you see here, he's in a bit of a desperation mode. He appears on every 4th pillar. And just like that, the boss is gone. So once again, we slow down just as we pass the signpost there so it doesn't go flying up into the air. And we are coming into the second part of Metallic Madness. The gimmick in this stage is, of course, Chibi Widow Sonic. We will Chibi Sonic and Tails. So if you're a fan of little cute chibi sprites, boy, you are in for a treat. Also, fans of the super music, you're in for a bit of a treat as well, because although we've disabled the supersonic music, there's a bit of a bug. In this stage, if you are chibi form and you transform into supersonic, the super music will appear. This is both good and bad. It's good because we get to hear the supersonic theme at least once. It's bad because we lose Epic Sax, which is unfortunate, because Epic Sax is amazing. So as you see here, now that we are chibi supersonic, we get to hear the pretty dang amazing supersonic theme. Now, don't get me wrong, the theme is glorious. The only reason we turn it off is simply because we don't want to hear it in every level. We also didn't want to fall down there, but, oops. So we're going to try and make a 58 cycle, which is, like, pretty dead in the water right now. So, not to worry about that. We'll see if we can make maybe the 112. Ooh, I'm going straight through that. Thank you very much, game. I'll take that, no problem. Nice big jump up here as we're Big Sonic again. Going to transform back into Chibi very quickly because this boss is done on the Chibi section as well. So we're coming down at the 105 mark. This should be maybe a 107. Oh, 106. Nice. So not losing too much time there. About 4 seconds. And then we, of course, have a gacha machine. Remember, everybody, gamble responsibly. I see 3 Amy's on this machine. So here's a Sonic 2 boss. There's an Amy. Here's a Sonic 1 boss. Here's another Amy. That's another Sonic 2 boss. And that's another Amy. What is this? How many Amy's do we get? So once all the mini bosses have been destroyed, we want to send Tails on a mission to space. Gotta go to space. Come on, buddy. Oh, he didn't quite get the fast flight to get him. But he came back for the swipe to get him on the second pass. Good job there, buddy. Much appreciated. And we're going to jump into the laser, turn to the left so it pushes us to the right, and we're going to head straight into the final action stage of the game, which is, of course, Titanic Monarch. But we do have the super exclusive stage coming up afterwards, so 2 more stages to go before the end of the run here. Titanic Monarch, of course, the final action stage in the game, means it is everything that you have known put together in one stage. Here are the gravity orbs, and we do need Tails one more time. One more time, sweet prince. Come with us. We need your flight ability so we can take your route. We want to jump with Tails up here. Double back on ourselves. Get Tails to fly. Get him to carry us up his and Knuckles' exclusive route. Go rest easy, my sweet prince. Of course, when you tell Tails to rest easy, he doesn't listen. He's coming back anyway. So Titanic Monarch here, absolutely fantastic stage, both in terms of the soundtrack and the level layout. It's so smooth, and it just has... It makes you feel like you have mastery over Mania when you play it. Here is a giant orb room. Can we get the single attempt in the orb room? So smooth. Hitting the checkpoint for safety. Jumping up. Going to see if we get wonky camera here. Will the camera be fine or will it be wonky? It's going wonky. Will it stay wonky? Let's find out. No, we're fine. You can actually see what I'm doing here. Sometimes the camera is not able to catch up and we get a bit of wonky camera action going on there. But thankfully, we get to show it off. And we are going straight through that area. Up and round. More gravity orb shenanigans here that we don't have to worry about. Straight down. Using Supersonic to our advantage here. Just jumping off these before they even try to spin us, because we have no need for that. Coming up the gravity side here, we're going to just do the jumps. Oh, getting a second spring right off the top there. Going to just use the gravity orb to go backwards, apparently. Magic tricks right there. And we're going to jump on the springs to everybody's favorite boss from Sonic 3. Oh, yes. It is, of course, the one, the only Red Eye. But this is the left eye instead of the right eye. This is Crimson Eye. Phase 1, exactly the same as it was in Sonic 3. You gotta hit the boss 8 times to destroy the big orbs that explode into spikes. And then he controls gravity. I apologize to all Knuckles runners because it just gave me perfect RNG there, making the gravity lighter, allowing everybody to hit the boss. If he makes the gravity heavier, Knuckles kind of skipped leg day, so he can't jump high enough to hit the boss. I'm sorry, old glove. I'm sorry. So we are coming up to the second part of Titanic Monarch here. This stage is split into 4 different areas. So we're going to head from the main entrance here into the next part of the room. I'm going to just jump and grab some of these rings here for safety reasons, since we got hit there by the flames. Hit by the flames of the test car. Who would have thunk? So grabbing the original shield, the Sonic 1 shield. Now, the good thing about the Sonic 1 shield is that it will protect me from losing my rings for 1 hit, but because it doesn't have any special ability, it also allows me to do the drop dash. Best of both worlds there, protection and drop dash. So we're coming up here. We're going to see if I can do just a little bit of swag. Can we do the swag jump? Let's find out. No, not quite. I'll give it one more attempt. Come on, swaggy jump. Yeah, swag jump up over the angle, going through the round there, because why not? Who can do it? And now we have enough rings, which is perfect. We're going to see what cycle we're on at the piston here. The piston is going up, so we're going to take the time just to transform into supersonic. Wait until the piston is going back up. And then we're going to take the bottom left route. And the reason we took this route first is because the secret ending of this area has a lightning shield. And as you know, lightning shield plus supersonic equals pretty much invincible, because we will have permanent supersonic thanks to all the rings chasing us through. We're now going to navigate the remaining 3 areas, making sure we don't get squished by yieldy pistons here. The pistons are mean. You can be squished at either side there, either by a piston on the left or by the wall on the right. You got to be very careful that you don't get that happening. And then we are just going to take it down using the orbs to navigate past the cogs here, getting through the area, taking a slight little shortcut here since we're invincible. Going to wait so we don't get squished by those guys. And just casually navigate our way through here. We got 1 more set of pistons we need to worry about in the top right area that we're coming up to. Again, Sonic's face is priceless here. Even as Super, he doesn't want to be a crash test dummy. And who can blame him? So we launch ourselves straight out here, head straight up to the top right area. And down. Here's our last set of pistons. I'm just going to take it safe because we don't want to get squished. Down you go. Through, and round. Down, up and in. Gonna jump through. In, up, bounce. This stage is very vertical on this particular room. We're going to hopefully get a smooth ascension using 3 of the orbs. 1 orb, 2 orb, 3 orb and up. And we're heading to the last section. Got a bit of swag coming here because Sonic can run on walls. Woo! Upside down. Big swag right there. As you can see in chat there as well, we are only $40 away from hitting the Super Monkey Ball incentive to play the extreme levels, which is Super 50 levels in under 2 minutes. Do please keep your donations coming in for that, because that would be absolutely outstanding to see. What else is outstanding to see here is we've got a little minigame coming up. So the boss is invulnerable until his shield drops down. I am invulnerable until I run out of rings. So give me a number between 50 and 75. How many times will Sonic and Tails bounce off the boss's shield and make the doing noise? A number between 50 and 75. Go! And while I'm doing this, boss, you are more than welcome, Crunchylex, to continue with donations.
Alrighty then, I can absolutely do that. We have $20 from Anonymous, who says, "Big monkey, fall faster." And that is, of course, referring to Gon, one of the 4 choices for the monkey in Super Monkey Ball, who is sitting pretty at $46 right now, a hefty lead over Baby in 2nd place. If you would like to see perhaps a different monkey inside the ball coming up here on Super Monkey Ball, well, time is limited on that one. Speaking of Super Monkey Ball, we still do have that expert any percent bonus run that Argick just mentioned. That one right now is at 160 and 50 cents out of 200, so $39.50 to go on that one. So come on, folks, let's get that one met.
All right, we're in the last phase. Yeah, we got the 69. Nice. So that was 69 boings with Sonic and Tails off the boss there. So now we are coming to the final level in the game because we have all the Chaos Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds and the Phantom Ruby take us to this weird Phantom Ruby dimension where time and space are mixed up Heavy King is here staking the Phantom Ruby. He's like, this is mine. You can see time is all messed up on the timer. Eggman is not happy about this. He too wants to take it, but the power of the Phantom Ruby is too strong. It's up to Supersonic with the power of the Chaos Emeralds to stop this madness. So in this fight, we immediately have infinite rings spawning, so the rings will constantly be around with us. We also have an automatic magnetize effect as well, so once the rings get close to us, they will head right in. And we want to just try and hit these bosses as quickly as we can. Eggman himself, real pushover. Just get hit with the hand and then hit him. He's fine. Heavy King, however, we need to try and spin dash through his orbs to get a quick hit like that. If he launches his orbs at us, we will lose 5 rings of damage. There is also the ability to fly at will. However, we want to keep these guys as low down as we possibly can. And we can also do a super dash that will consume 5 rings as well. The stage also has a banging soundtrack. Time comes up once we do the final hit on Eggman. You'll know it's coming up because Heavy King will explode first. And then the hit immediately after that is time. So, Tech, be ready on time for us, please. We're getting some really good hits here. And if you listen carefully, you might hear a fist bump theme in there. Oh, we're getting some really good hits in this boss right now. All right, that is Heavy King down. Here comes time. And time. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. That was Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails, good ending, finishing in... I have no idea because I can't see. What time did we finish in?
Looks like a 56:21.
Hey, there you go. Not a bad run at all there. Considering we missed both Flying Battery and the Stardust Speedway skips, I'm very happy with that. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed this run. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Crunchylex, I did tell you, buddy, I am a motormouth. I will not shut up unless you tell me to. Commentating things like this are phenomenal. Thank you very much to the Calithon team for accepting my run. Again, I'm going to be lurking in chat for the next couple of runs as well. I'm going to try and watch as much of this as we can. If you get a chance, cheeky plug here, do follow me over at twitch.tv/Argick. I do practice runs of all my speedruns, mainly Sonic games, because I have the silly idea of where I want to try and learn almost every single Sonic speedrun and add insane commentary like this as well. I will thank you all for this, and I will hand it over to the team as they get set up for the next run. See you later, everybody.
Thank you so much, Argick. You did warn me ahead of time, but how could I not just let you go? Because dang, that was amazing. Chat, I've seen y'all going nuts over Argick's run. Let him see again just what you thought of that fantastic Sonic Mania run. Oh, that was wonderful. So hello once again, everybody. I am still Crunchylex, and this is Calithon Presents COVID-19 Relief. Raising money.
Thank you.
What? Oh, hi. Argick stopping by to give one last thank you to all y'all. That was magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. And okay, I am also pleased to report that thank you so much to all y'all's generosity. We have, in fact, hit that Super Monkey Ball Expert Any Percent bonus run. Y'all going to be seeing those 50 stages of Expert just smash through in a mere 2 minutes or less. Imagine that nonsense. You don't have to imagine it because now you're going to get to see it. Helix is doing what Helix does best, because that is, of course, going to be coming up right after the next run, which is Super Monkey Ball being run by the legend Helix. And speaking of Super Monkey Ball, we are still got one other thing going on with that. We still do, in fact, have our Choice of Monkey bid war, which at the moment has had an upset. it was Gon, the big boy, in the lead for the longest time, and then we just had a couple of big fans of Baby come in. Baby now sitting at $87, Gon at 46, $41 deficit there. Baby now springing ahead. So if y'all are fans of the big boy, you have very limited time to try to rectify that situation. And as an added bonus, or suppose bonus is not the right word, as the big reason we are actually here is because all the money that is going toward these incentives is, of course, going toward Direct Relief, who at the moment is doing a lot of work to deal with the ongoing global COVID-19 crisis. Working on doing that in 4 major ways. They are supporting health workers with personal protective equipment. They are bolstering the critical care capacity of medical stations around the world by helping to stockpile necessities in ICUs. They are strengthening general medical support by helping to make sure that the underprivileged have access to medication and care for other chronic medical conditions. And they are helping epidemiologists analyze and derive insights on how the virus is behaving. So they're doing all sorts of great work, both in the United States and around the world. And your money is going toward that. A wonderful cause. Thank you so much for your generosity so far. And let's keep that one coming, folks. We've got so much more to go. So many awesome runs. And all y'all can help add to that with some of these really, really sweet incentives. I'm just sitting here looking at the list on our Tiltify. We got a few more. We have, for example, are you a fan of Ridiculous? We do, in fact, have an incentive for the Silent Hill 2 dog ending on that one. We've got all sorts of things. We've got a glitch exhibition for Jack and Daxter. We've got, looks like, a bonus run on 007 Nightfire. All sorts of good stuff. And if you're perhaps a bit more of the combative type, we got you covered too. We got all sorts of bid wars. We have, of course, the classic save or kill the animals in Super Metroid. Right now, kill the animals with a commanding lead, which hurts my heart as a Metroid Fusion runner because I like saving the animals and keeping my speed game canon. We also have save or kill Meryl in Metal Gear Solid. Right now, Meryl is, her odds aren't looking too good, but if you would like to see her perhaps drive the Jeep instead of the ultimate bromance of Otacon and Snake, well, there's still time to take care of that. But that's enough of me going on about that. Let's hear a bit about what you all got here. We've got $5.50 from Hypnotic. Hope everything goes as intended. My friend, this is a speedrun marathon. I think maybe 40% of the things go as intended, but that's really just half the fun of it, isn't it? My God, now I'm just combining fractions, and I was not told there was going to be math. I need more coffee to deal with this stuff. I'm not a mathematician, I'm an engineer, dang it. We have $27 from Wojo42, apparently one of the conspirators who have allowed Baby to take the lead with just the comment, "Am Baby." Well, the rate things are going, Helix will be Baby as well, so... We also have $10 from Shredberg. Donating is how Babby forms. Goodness, I didn't realize there was so much enthusiasm for Baby in Super Monkey Ball, who's now sitting at $97. That is a $51 deficit now for Gon. The big boy is doing his best. He may fall quick, but apparently he can't run fast enough to catch up to Baby at this rate. What are we going to do? All right, now for those of you who perhaps have not had a chance to take a look at it yet, absolutely, by all means, take a look at our amazing schedule. We have top-tier runners, top-tier games from all over the world, the best you could possibly see. This weekend, all of them, all of y'all, we all are Californians this weekend, coming together for this wondrous cause, all doing what we can to help each other out, to help out those in the world out there who need help. That's why we're here. Heck, I'm trying to think of other ways. I'm trying to think of other things I can do to help. Shoot, I don't know. I'll sing you a song. I don't know. Let me know what you want to hear. I'll sing you a song. I'm just spitballing here. It is a wonderful day. here in California, I say, as I am actually sitting in Ohio. That's okay, because right now, I just have nothing but joy looking forward to what we got going on. We got Super Monkey Ball Felix coming up. Then we got some Katamari Damacy. You ready for that? Na 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 na. Well, we got that for you. We've also got some Bishi Bashi. Have you ever heard? If you wake up in the middle of the night hearing the sound of arcade button just being mashed, then you are ready for some Bishi Bashi. Then we got some Spider-Man. Ooh, Shattered Dimensions. That one was actually, here's your fun trivia fact for the day. That game was actually written by Peter David, who was the writer of the original Spider-Man 2099 series, which that game is heavily references. It's a big part of that story. So that's pretty cool. That's a fun game. I played that one casually. I really enjoyed it, and I actually look forward to seeing how that one's going to be going by quickly. All sorts of stuff. Oh goodness, that's right. I have been informed of something extremely cool for all y'all out there who have been on the fence deciding, gosh, do I want to support a bid war or do I want to go toward an incentive? Well, my friends, boy, do I have news for you. You can do both. Tiltify has made a little bit of a change there. When you make a donation, you get to both put it toward one of the goals and also put it toward the bid war of your choice. Your dollars go even further than you ever thought possible. All of that and more here at Calithon Presents Coronavirus Relief. Ooh, goodness gracious. I was not expecting to be this energetic having woken up as early as I did, but how can I not? Have y'all seen what we've had so far? We had Shovel Knight. We had Sonic Mania. It's only going to get better and better as the weekend goes on. So folks, if you like what you see, maybe consider throwing a few dollars toward our way. You can get that directed toward direct relief, raising money to help with COVID-19 relief around the world. And you know what? I understand. Times are tough. And if that's not something you can do right now, don't worry. We're still glad you're here, but you can still help spread the word. Maybe if you're on social media, tell your friends, tell your family. If you're on Twitter, perhaps tweet on out and use the hashtag. What is the official hashtag we're using? I think it's hashtag Shasta. Shasta, where are you? Well, Shasta knows what it is. Mr. Shasta will tell you what that hashtag is in the chat. Spread the word around. Let everyone know what we're doing here and help us raise money for direct relief so that we can help everyone both in California, in the United States, and around the world. Direct relief, of course, working in the US and in 80 other countries all over the world, doing fantastic work. Thank you very much. Okay, Jeff, in 3D, coming forth with its hashtag Cali COVID Relief. Just like that. Thank you so much. So everybody, once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for your generosity. I can't even begin. I said it before, and it bears repeating that when I see things like this, when I see everybody coming together like this on such short notice, it just fills my heart with pride. I'm warm and fuzzy. I don't even need a blanket right now. I'm just so warm, just loving it. Just the generosity, the outpouring of love and everything is just so much. Goodness gracious, I'm not doing the best job keeping up with my DMs. Ah! Oh my goodness. So hey, here's one for. I was actually thinking about this during Argick's run, which was the previous run, a great run. Goodness, I rewatched Argick's run in ESA, and that was so good. Even watching it today, excitement in a completely different way. That man is a legend. But speaking of Sonic and how Sonic Mania Plus added a bunch of characters, chat, let me know. Tell me out there, what are you thinking? Who is your favorite Sonic character? Who is your favorite Sonic character? Or actually, you know what? Since we're right between two Sega games, who is your favorite Sega character? It doesn't have to be a Sonic character. It could be anybody. Yo, I'm seeing love for my girl Blaze out there in the chat. You can't see it, but I'm making a heart with my hands. I love that cat. Sega, when is a game for Blaze? When does Blaze get her game? When is it going to be her time to shine? Yo, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, underappreciated GameCube gem right there. Yo, some Jet Set Radio. Oh, yes. Sega's got so much good stuff. And the best part, and the one thing that's a lot about Sega stuff, their games are great. A lot of their games are great, and the speedruns are also amazing. So many good runs from those folks at Sega. Well, I guess from the runners working on that stuff from those folks at Sega. You know how it is with words. I am not a wordsmith. I just get brought on because I have a loud voice and I can fill space. Vamping is something I do. But I do it because I believe in what we're doing here. I really do. Calithon doing this work for Direct Relief to help with this serious ongoing pandemic with COVID-19 is something that... Actually, you know what? Chat, can we get a moment to just give a big ol' shout out and a thank you to the Calithon staff? They put this together on such short notice. They got everything set up. They got the submissions. They put everything together on such short notice, and it has been tremendous so far. Only going to get bigger. Come on, let's hear a few for the staff. They have been working their butts off, and it shows. I am so excited about this weekend. Come on. Pardon me, I may or may not have taken that moment to refill my coffee cup and take a sip, because I am, in fact, fueled by coffee and bad decisions. But you know what isn't a bad decision? Donating to Direct Relief. Money is tight for everybody right now, myself included, but I still managed to throw a few dollars their way, and if you can too, please do so. Although, of course, naturally, think of yourself first. If you are not able, once again, spread the word, let your friends know, let your family know. Help us reach as many people as we can. Help Direct Relief, help medical folks all over the world dealing with those who are afflicted by COVID-19. Let's check a little update arena over here on the Super Monkey Ball Monkey Choice. Looks like Baby still... I tried to come up with a pun involving Baby and Leader or King, and you know what? It just really didn't work. Really didn't work. The simple fact of the matter is Baby still commanding lead over Gon, who is doing his best. But unfortunately, his best is not quite catching up to Baby. And also, if you're a fan of Mimi or I, well, they need some help. They need some help. Yes, and this is a weekend thing. We are running through Sunday, and in fact, if you would like to see specifically what we've got going on, by all means, go check out our schedule on Horaro. The website does adjust the schedule to your local time so that you always know when what you want to see is coming up, and we got all sorts of great things. And those things can get even better. I'm sitting here looking at some of these donation incentives and bid wars over here on the Tiltify page. Let's see, we actually have something with Billy Hatcher, show off infinite speed, which is something I associate more with Metroid Prime, which is convenient because we also have a speedrun of Metroid Prime Pinball Magmore Caverns. Hey! We got all sorts of fun. We also have some other fun, silly things, like, can you try to imagine Silent Hill Homecoming while wearing a pyramid head helmet? Well, you don't have to. You meet that incentive. That one is coming up, I want to say tomorrow? Let me check that schedule real quick. No, that's later tonight. That's later tonight. Goodness, Silent Hill 2 sneaking up on us. That's actually very Silent Hill of it. Well done, Silent Hill. Well done. We've also got some stuff coming later on in the weekend. We also have one that I'm really hoping gets met. A controller cam for the Steel Battalion speedrun. If you've never seen the setup for Steel Battalion, there are so many buttons, so many switches. Now try to imagine watching